sure you check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products, from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, man, we back. Goodfellow Sports TV. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. One time for the one time. We grinding. Late start today, but let's get right into it, man. Let's talk about Canelo trying to fight Jaime Munguia, and he's trying to force Triple G to fight Demetrius Andrade. Everything I said, okay? Basically, the zone wants Canelo versus Triple G 3, and Canelo want to make Triple G wait. Now, he ain't scared of him or ducking him. He gonna fight him in due time, but he really want to make Triple G suffer. Like, the bad blood, from what understood to me, the bad blood between Triple G and Canelo is really bad. Like, Canelo don't want him to eat off of him. He want to make him go fight Boo Boo. All right, but to talk about Jaime Munguia real quick and Canelo, Jaime Munguia ain't ready. Okay, basically, Triple G was supposed to fight Jaime Munguia. Okay, from what I understand, Jaime Munguia ain't expected to drop his WBO belt neither, the 154-pound belt. He may try to go back down and still retain that belt and still be a title holder down there, but he might outgrow the weight class making 160. But he young enough to get the weight off of him still. So, but you know, one of the reasons Jaime Munguia signed with the Zone, because he was supposed to sign with ESPN. Remember, he had a handshake agreement with them, but the Zone was and Oscar De La Hoya, I heard, was able to offer him a Canelo Alvarez fight. So they offered him a Canelo Alvarez fight, and that's how they got him to I think it's a 5-fight deal with the Zone. So this would be his 3rd fight. So he only owed 2 more fights with the Zone. So it worked out for them well. But as far as Canelo, he ain't ready for Canelo. Okay, Canelo said, I wasn't fighting another Mexican. Remember, he said that I wasn't fighting another Mexican or nothing like that. I was going, I don't want to fight no more Mexicans. All of a sudden, now things changed. He don't want to fight Triple G. He lowballed Kovalev on an offer, and it's understandably, you know what I'm saying. I understand where he coming from. You know what I'm saying? I do. If you really don't like nobody and you beat him convincingly the second time, like, what else I got to prove? Okay, you're not bringing the title to the table. I had to give up my WBC title and take this honorary franchise shit because you refused to fight Boo Boo. Had you fought Boo Boo, they would have gave me an exception, an exception to fight, to fight you for undisputed. I wouldn't have to give my title up then. I could have just relinquished the titles and move how I want to move. But at the same time, Canelo could have went on and just fought him and fought Boo Boo himself and be undisputed. And they ducking Demetrius Andrade. Now, I'll get to that topic in a minute. But as far as Munguia and Canelo, like, come on, man. That's another Rocky Fielding type fight. Jaime Munguia is refusing to go out there and get a coach that can fight, that can teach him how to clean up his skills. He got the physical ability, speed, and he got the power, he got the size, he got the look, he got the heritage or the ethnic background for him to get close decisions. He got everything you need in having a good fighter, but you know what? He don't have the technical skills. He don't have no technical skills. And when you don't have the technical skills to go along with the physical skills, you know what I'm saying? He can have all the heart and the jaw he want to. He just gonna get beat up by Canelo. And at the end of the day, if Canelo can't stop Jaime Munguia, a guy that's, I think, making his first appearance at he probably fought at 160 before. But if Canelo can't beat Jaime Munguia, if he can't stop him, come on, man. Like, that's just telling me that you really do need to drain guys, and you really do need catch weights and rehydration clauses just to have a chance to beat guys, because he didn't stop Chavez Jr., a guy that was a zombie at 164.5. He was beating the punch. Canelo got some of the most overrated power in boxing. I always said that he looked spectacular knocking out old guys that's past their prime, like James Kirkland, and he looked, who else you got? Angulo. He looked good knocking out what Centron and Ryan Rowe, old guys. You know, he looked good knocking out small guys or past their prime guys. Canelo ain't never got a highlight reel knockout. At least you can look at Floyd and say, well, you know, Floyd did stop Corrales in one of his most meaningful fights. He did. You know, you say Errol Spence stopped Kell Brook. You can say Terrence Crawford stopped Jeff Horn. He stopped getting boiled. Like, who the fuck has Canelo stopped? You know what I'm saying? Like, who was Canelo stopped? To keep it funky. You know, and that's the question. Who has he stopped? And if he can't stop Jaime Munguia, then we know if everything is equal with Canelo Alvarez and he move up to 68 and he don't put a catch weight or 175, he don't put a catch weight, a rehydration clause on him, then we already know if everything's square business or if everything is kosher at the weight, that Canelo probably lose if he didn't have these stipulations. Now, you go into the Hall of Fame, people ain't going to talk about your stipulations 20, 30, 50 years from now or nothing. They going to say he was this many title holders and this many belts, no matter if it was a regular, a fake title, a franchise title. But that is what it is. Okay? That is what it is. Okay? But let's talk about Demetrius Andrade. At the end of the day, this is another prime example of it don't matter what side of the street you on. Okay? It don't matter what side of the street you on. Because with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, oh, he on the wrong side of the street. You on the right side of the street, and I'll get to him later. And you ain't getting no fight. You ain't can't get the Keith Thurman fight. Demetrius Andrade, they said Jamal Charlo should go to the zone. This is what Eddie Hearn was saying. This is what other fighters. This was what the fanboys was saying about Jamal Charlo. Oh, he should go to the zone. Okay, Demetrius Andrade on the zone, and he still ain't getting those fights. Canelo Alvarez is trying to force Triple G to fight Andrade. Okay? At the end of the day, we know Canelo not scared to shoot the fade with him. But he hates Triple G so much. He know Triple G don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. And he know he don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. He dug Andrade at 54 like he dug Jamel Charlo. We know he don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. And if you Andrade, you over here, oh, life's great on the zone. No, it ain't great on the zone. Because you got a fighter in Canelo who unofficially trying to be matchmaker and get you the fight that you deserve and you need. And at the end of the day, you got a title. You got a WBO real title. You ain't got a franchise belt, a regular WBA title. You got a real title. And still, you got the zone behind you, Eddie Hearn behind you. And still, they can't force people. They can't force nobody to fight you. They can't get nobody to give you that fight. And you got a title. You still got to run guys down. Jamal Charlo got a title, still got to run guys down. And Triple G might fuck around and retire and say, I don't want to fight boo-boo, I'll just retire. And he been a fraud. I got several videos saying he a fraud. You know how many people say, oh, you just a hater? It's the same shit with the Earl shit. I ain't no fucking hater, I'm telling the truth. I tell the truth about Triple G. He wasn't trying to fight Abraham. He wasn't trying to fight Martinez in his prime. He wasn't trying to come around with a Taylor, Pavlik, none of those guys. He had promotional issues. They got an excuse. It's an excuse for that guy. You know? And at the end of the day, what you scared to fight Demetrius Andrade for? You got all that power. But they don't want to fight the Asiatic rhythmic black man. They don't want to fight them. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to fight that type of guy. Triple G know that range and that height. And it ain't like Demetrius Andrade got bone crushing power like Jamal Charlo got power like Jamal Charlo. What you scared of? You can't say it don't bring no money because you get in the bag regardless. If I'm Demetrius Andrade, he did the same thing Andre Ward did. Went from Goose and Promotions, whatever it was, to Rock Nation and didn't make a ton of money. Care what he say. Andre Ward went from one bad decision to another bad decision promotional-wise. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers need to sign with Al. Demetrius Andrade should have signed with Al. You should sign with Al and go to PBC, in my opinion, in this situation. But you know what? He got a guarantee. And, you know, Demetrius Andrade ain't really never been one that looked for competition himself. You know, he ain't been the guy that sought out the toughest fights. He the guy that pulled out of fights, duck fights, dodge fights. So he ain't out the blue. So that must tell you something. If he willing to fight he willing to fight Triple G. If he willing to fight Triple G, Triple G might be on to something. He probably know he gonna get his ass whooped. But it is what it is. Goodfella Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Hillblaze, at thehillblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. We gone.